and looking for a way to translate a completely silent language. The closest thing you can get is to some of the older followings by the masters before me. They would use the tarot cards to basically read off where they were intuitively from my perspective. Say if you had a question and you asking, shall receive, the universe can produce and answer quicker through random communication and code within the cards. Now people goes, now isn't that too easy? Wouldn't everybody just be able to go do this? No, that's why there's lessons involved. The lessons involved in the healing of your soul, open the door to the windows of understanding. You can give a man all the answers to every question in the world over centuries of time, and you can clearly look and observe that if they don't learn the correct lessons, they never evolve, they never grow within their soul or in their bodies at all. People ask how these ancient civilizations and all their predictions and prophecies can play out. I go, them people understood something that we that live, some of us that live in the current reality don't understand. They walk around telling people every single fucking day that everything happens for a reason, and you look at all that past and you go, why did they do all this shit if motherfuckers still out here doing this ignorant ass shit? Yeah, this is one card in this new deck of mine that had no explanation in the book or in the pack. But just looking at it, as I wrote earlier, I can tell you what I see in it, and I can tell you what everybody on this planet won't see in it. That's how big a difference a read can go depending on the individual it's coming from. If a person is not healed, they can tell you have a wheel of fortune coming just based off the information you share with them and what's a wheel of fortune to you. But if that person's healed, they're going to intuitively know exactly what your soul is after. That's the vibrational difference between those that are learning out here and the DNA structure of the 144,000. Now that's just math. That's just taking math that's currently out there, looking at a sequence from the Fibonacci that goes, hey, you guys missed this in the math step because y'all didn't follow the natural secrets of everything else that's created. Why wouldn't language have been created based off the same Fibonacci structure and code? I ask myself those questions, and I go, why aren't they asking themselves them questions? Fear plays a big role. The Matrix plays a big role. Outside plays a major role. And you go, how can you produce all these answers and problem solvings in your head and not be able to get noticed or notified out there by reality? And I go, yeah, fucking come, the more I work on it. Be like, shouldn't you be showing yourself self-love? I go, I don't want to go outside and fucking trash. I've been staying inside and practice that self-love. And every time I go out there, I gotta come up with a new way to fix this shit out there and incorporate it into this quantum spectrum of reality, into these manifestations, into this magic, whatever it is y'all want to call it. A nigga working on it. Y'all don't make it fucking easy, selfish bastards. I said it, goddammit. I'm gonna stand on that. Everybody outside talking about family, and I go, fuck, as a family of species, we can't even stop fucking each other. No homo. I mean, goddamn, I know one of them niggas is like, get out there, be fruitful and multiply, but goddamn, y'all fuck each other over so hard with the economy going bad everywhere. I don't care what they say. What pretty pictures is shown. See what I'm saying? Who know the real truth? The numbers don't ever add up. So why wouldn't the next logical conclusion to a change in humanity be a DNA evolution that changes the structure of the being? Now you can throw out all the pseudoscience, you can throw out all the religion, and throw out all the politics, and you just look at finances and the state of the globe. And you can look at all the options that anyone with the most money in this world can do, and you can take that person and go, how would that rich motherfucker change everything in one message? And you go, it couldn't. It'd be impossible. Then you look at the steps that nature could take to bring about a change that shifts all of that to where it heals the human structure, heals the human mind, opens clarity on what the ancients used to do to make the earth thrive. Not only would you achieve new science, you'd achieve understanding. A lot of people would ask, what's the question? How do you prove that? How do you show that? So you let nature do its job. If nature saw you asking the questions, it was providing you the answers, what do? Continue to let nature do the job and see what reflects outside. In your intent. You've been absorbing so much hate, you let it cover your love. You can say with all that ego, it's because you needed a key to unlock all of that love. And yes, I understand that no man wants to be alone or continue to feel sought after for one thing, but it makes sense on how Earth would deliver the total package. And see, that shit not my ego gotta deal with, that shit my vessel gotta deal with. Y'all, you understand me? That shit my vessel gotta deal with. I go from following these energies and these souls on what, let's just say Mom, Mother Nature, wants me to do. I gotta continue to follow my fate and fix how my vessel has to handle it. But each time I go through those calculations, it produces a new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way of solving the problems that we aren't out here looking to solve. Even though people tell me I do a lot of this for myself, I go, yeah, I can tell me I do it, but I go fucking making sure this planet got all the answers so my kids ain't gotta go searching for them because motherfuckers is lying to them. They're selfish. Fuck it, I'll be a selfish motherfucker. The world really doesn't think how I think. I go, I've already made my decision. It's done because that's what I'm gonna manifest. And then it's like, now there's a lot of things that happen between then. I go, what do I feel that time? I go, the way I think, the way I vibe, the way my psyche works, they don't like me outside in a lot of places. They can feel it. Or my psyche will be like, hey, don't hide that nigga. He got some other work to do. And tell people don't allow him to do this or allow him to do this. You gotta get in sync with that motherfucker and just find out where it is. You can't be listening to a lot of people. And then when you understand that, you go, damn, where do I go if everybody else is playing me? Is it staged? Is it what? Then you go, you gotta make a decision. I go, I made a decision. And that's the level of souls out there. A lot of people call someone robots, zombies, blase, blah, whoop de whoop. I go, it's just a soul in a different dimension. It's stuck in that dimension. Might not see that they need to learn something. Need to learn something to get out of that dimension. Those 7.9 billion people on the planet. I go, let's just focus on the foundation. Follow the numbers. Gets to 144. But then that's the struggle in the dawn of why the number is so important and why those souls are so important. Because they're going to know and understand this the moment they hit the right word. If you think about how the world can be taught that, because they're going to be spread out across the world, possibly. That's why we had these connections for instantaneous communication, because if we're already connected in a space where that consciousness is one, as they like to call it, Christ consciousness, which would be outside of that separated consciousness out there. There's a reason there's all this tech that's already here. Just like in the Atlantean days, it's just a matter of understanding and awareness of how to use it. Especially because technically we are here now. Here. We don't understand how to use the tech that we laid out from the beginning to arrive in these moments. What the fuck was the purpose in the whole plan in the first place? I keep looking for leaders, and they go lead with love, and I go, how can any of our leaders lead with love and understanding it? They don't have love and understanding. Sometimes these questions will leave me stagnant until I find an answer for them. But maybe if I put more videos on YouTube, there might be some better following or something. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn how to talk better, especially about a hot passion and a fire to show and explain things that I see that others don't want to see. Maybe don't.